Good evening, everyone. This is a course on how to organize JCI training. My name is Paul Crawford. I'm the 2014 National Training Director for the United States Junior Chamber. Tonight we're going to talk a little bit about what it is to organize a JCI training, how you can organize it yourself, or what you need to be able to organize the class. So we're going to first walk through what it is that you need to, who can organize a class, because only certain people can actually organize a course the way JCI has it set up. And then once we go through that, we'll go through the steps of actually setting up a course for those of you who are going to be officers or are current officers. So first, what does it take to be a JCI officer? Organize a JCI training. First of all, you need to be either a chapter president, a state president, national president, or a national training director. If you are not a chapter president or state president, then as of right now, JCI does not allow you to organize a course on your own. Even if you're a JCI trainer, JCI trainers themselves cannot organize courses. Only people who are marked as president in the JC's database have that authority to create a class, to organize a course. So when we're going to log on to a class or create a class, or actually even to register for a class, I highly recommend that you go through www.jci.cc and not go on to the U.S. Junior Chamber website. While it is true our website is on the same server and has a similar web address to JCI, for some reason we've been having issues when people log in through the usjcs.org website. It's much easier. We've had a lot less issues when people log on through jci.cc. So whenever you're going to organize a class, register for a class, even looking up anything on whether you've taken a class, what you've passed, what you failed, putting in training if you're a trainer, I recommend going through jci.cc. With that, we're going to go through the JCI website and actually organize a class. So when you log into the JCI website, once you get past the first page, then you get through, you log on, you'll want to click the training tab, and this is what you'll see when you log in. You should see your picture where there's a little JCI camera logo, your name, your country, and your age. The number of, if you've had any training activity, anything like that, it will show up there as well. If you're organizing a class, that information does not show up there. So what you'll need to do is, in this green bar, you'll want to click on My Courses. This will take you to the classes that you've registered for and also show you any courses that you've organized. If you've organized classes in the past, you can click the button so that you can see the courses that you've organized. In this case, these are all closed, so we aren't really looking at those. We want to organize a brand new class. So if you have authority to organize a class, on the My Courses page, you will have a link called Organize a JCI Course in the orange box. So you'll want to click on Organize the JCI Course. So you have the option of selecting JCI Achieve, Admin, Impact, Networking, Omiyari, Presenter, and Social Responsibility. So you would choose the class that you want to select. So in this case, we'll just go ahead and do JCI Impact. You'll need to select a language. And you'll want to select the country from which the trainer is going, the trainer list that you want to receive. So in this case, we want the USA trainers. You can sort trainers by first name, by last name, or by certification level, which I don't really know that they use anymore, so I'd recommend using either by first name or last name. When you click on the certified JCI head trainer list, it will list out every person in the country. So in this case, everyone in the United States who can train JCI Impact in this case. What you'd want to do is, before you get to this point, you would want to talk to the person that you want to have train. If you don't know who you would like to have come in for your training, you can always contact ED Joel or myself, and we can help connect you with a trainer that's close to you or that meets your needs. So in this case, I'll choose myself for our training. You want to list the maximum number of attendees. So whatever the maximum your room will hold, or the number that the class can contain. So I set it to 30, but if your room could only hold 30 or 20 people, you'd want to set that to 20. You want to put the date that the course starts on. Let's see. We'll say that it's for this Saturday. It'll end on Saturday. And always set the registration deadline for the day of the class. That way, if you have any walk-ins or people who had issues getting registered for the class, you have that time to get them registered for the class. Put a time in. If there's anyone else who should be receiving registrations, let's say that the trainer and you will receive an email notification every time somebody registers or unregisters from the class. If you want anyone else to get that email notification, say there's another person who is coordinating all of the materials and needs to know who's signed up and who isn't, go ahead and list their email address here. Then the venue name and location. Oops. If you are a chapter president, it will automatically, the course organized by local organization, it will automatically say your chapter. If you are a state president, it will automatically say your state. If you're a national officer, it will automatically say national event. If there's any cost, you want to make sure to list that in, and anything that your registration would include, if it includes lunch or anything like that. Mark any of the other little things that you have, if you accept payments on site. We don't really use, in the U.S., we don't really use the trainer expenses boxes, whether it includes lodging or not. That would all be something that you can work out ahead of time with the trainer before the trainer request actually goes in. If you do want to go ahead and put this in, you can. In most cases, if it's a half-day course, if they're just coming in for the day, they may not need lodging, or they may need lodging if we're starting first thing in the morning. That's, again, all for you to work out with the trainer. Add in any comments that you have. Once you have everything completed, you click the Save button. And it will come up with a confirmation page of everything that you've set up. In this case, we've got JCI Impact at JC Hall in Des Moines, Iowa on April 12th. We've requested head trainer Paul. The request has not been sent. There's this box here that says Send Request to Trainers. Click this to actually kick off the class, or to actually send the notification. If you haven't clicked this button, just clicking save does not actually send the request to the head trainer. So in this case, we're ready to send the request, so we'll send it off to myself. And I will get an email. Go ahead. And I would get an email from the course training in which I need to respond. So once I respond to the class, let's see if I can get this to work fast. Let's see, to actually go through. Now it doesn't. Now, if you were to edit, go away from this page, go back to My Courses, for example, and you go back to JCI Impact class, you no longer have the link for send the request, and that's important because then you know that the training request has been sent. We have had some issue where training requests have not gone through. So always, whenever you send a request to a trainer, always make sure that you send an email to the trainer as well saying, hey, I just sent you a request via the JCI website. Let me know if you didn't get it. When the JCI trainer responds that they are able to train the class, you will get an email. Saying that the trainer has accepted the course. And it gives you a link to go right back to My Courses page. So now when we click on My Courses, it will tell you that you have some pending action that you can take. So once the trainer has accepted, you can now open the class for registration. So once you get that email back from the JCI trainer, you definitely want to go back out to the JCI website and click the Open for Registration button. If you don't click that button, it won't open the class and no one can register. So make sure you click the Open for Registration button. Anytime that you need to access the class, you can always go to the My Courses link on the JCI website under Training to get the list of your courses. And you can go back to JCI Impact. There are several tabs here that I'll explain real quick, just so you know. All the details of the course that you listed out on that first page are here in the course information. You can't edit any of this information once it's set. The program will tell you what modules you have for that particular course. If you want to see the participant list, you will get an email every time someone registers, but you can always go out to the JCI website, click on the course, and then click on the participants, and we'll show you all the participants who've signed up. It will also allow you to send a note to all the participants who registered, so that, say, if there's an issue where there's road construction and you have to take an alternate entrance, you could send that notice out and everyone who's registered for the class would get an email with that note. If you need any manuals for the course, you can click on the resources button and click on and be able to download several languages for that particular manual. And you can also select to message anyone who has signed up for the course, the head trainer, all participants, anybody that kind of is tied into this course that we have on this list. You can send an email or a message to them. They'll get an email saying they have a message, but then they also get a message directly on the JCI system. If for some reason you don't have enough people to have the class, you as the organizer will also be responsible for canceling the course. So if we say we don't have enough people for JCI Impact, or something has come up and we can't have the class, make sure that you go back out and click the cancel the course list or course button. The JCI trainer will need you to cancel the class so that they don't get penalized for not filling out their evaluation and finalizing the class. So it's important that if for some reason the class is canceled, that you make sure to click the cancel course button. I know this is a quick training. It was basically just to kind of go through a few details of organizing a JCI course, how to do it on the website, because we'd had some questions, and just some general tips for how to organize it. Are there any questions that anyone has? You can raise your hand if you have any questions. If not, I thank you very much for your time this evening. I hope you all have a great night, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Have a great night. Oh, wait, sorry, we do have a question. Tony, what is your question?
Can you hear me, Paul?
I can hear you.
I can hear you. Is this training also going to be posted at the website?
The question was if this training was going to be posted on the website. It will be posted to the the website for JC members. If you are an alumni member, then you can, I believe you can pay dues for the alumni membership and get access to that information once you're paid up on that. It's on the USJC's page, I believe. Do you have any other questions, Tony? Or did that answer?
Do you have any other questions, Tony? Or did that answer? Yeah, I just want to make sure that we were getting the webinar recorded in that, so in case anyone missed it tonight, they can watch it at a later date.
Yep.
Yep.
Any other questions? If so, raise your hand. Well, again, thank you very much for attending tonight. If you have any questions, you can always email me at pcrawford@usjcs.org, or you can contact Edie Joel, and he can always relay a message to me if necessary. He can answer a lot of the questions too pertaining to organizing a course. If you do need want to have a course but don't have the ability to organize it, feel free to contact me or contact Edie Joel or your state president or chapter president to help get this organized. It's pretty easy to walk through, and if they need any help, since you sat through the training, you might have some ways to help them and remember some of the buttons that we had to push. So again, thank you. Have a great night. We'll talk to you soon.